Mickey Mantle. I know he was a player.
What do you know about UCal?
Level 6, the Fizz popping off already. First blood to Mowgli, though the bubble is going to go down onto Kuro. And now Score trying to get ahead here.
Good result overall, given the scenario it began with. So we're watching the replay. Kuro does hit the fish. That's what it's all about, predicting the movements of UCal. Doesn't try to use the realm walk to get away. He'll go down the portal jump, I should say. But Kuro had already invested all of his mobility. The flash is not enough, and Score decides to game.
Yeah. Well, looking for interaction here is Afrika. Red buff on the Kindred, and Death with the magnificent respect, but he's going to get hit by that Fizz ultimate. See you later. Did not have Arcane Shift or the flash.
But there is a Feast here to secure as well. Let's see what happens.
Looks like the sleep isn't going to hit anyone. Here comes Deuce trying to engage. Fantastic follow-up there from Keen. Now Smeb and Mana on the run. They're only going to stun up this Togoth, who is so tanky. Even as the stopwatch, he's not going to go down. The follow-up here, though, onto Score is going to be shut down.
Over the Baron. Let's see if we can see a last breath this time. We didn't see one last time as Kuro is lying in wait.
He's waiting for that flank. He's going to find Deft again. We are going to have Mana nearby. He does get the Devour, but the knock up there from the Yasuo is going to get the kill onto the top Kent. Deft does get away with his life, but Afrika, they pick off another one. UCal not done here yet. He's still trying to challenge.
Stopwatch is used, but so many still available in inventories means that you might still see plenty of counterplay. Kuro scouted out on a ward. Watching Mowgli, that's getting free hits on the Cho'Gath.
Smeb doesn't really seem to care for a while. Keen actually is going to get hit by that pillar. Taking a lot of damage in the front line. The two tanks doing their job. One cask is awkwardly thrown out there by Keen.
That being said, the ult hit Mowgli without clipping anyone else. Only did about 400 damage, so it's not going to be ending the game.
Oh, they're looking for it. There's the knockup. They finally find the Cho'Gath, but Mana, he's going to be in position, and he does get that Devour. Means that he does survive with the follow-up. Dodge onto Score here, but he is so tanky with the Trundle ultimate. Now that poke coming through, aiming getting a little bit low here, as is Mowgli. Lamb's Spite is going to have to come out here. The turn, it only hits the Cho'Gath, and now they're on the run. KT looking for a pick, but even the Gragas looking to get away. Flashing forward here is UCal. Can he even kill the Morgana? The answer is going to be no, and we are denied another kill here. No. That they do, and they have that one Mountain Drake. Look at how aggressive Keen is getting. He's looking to deny that DPS with the cast. Here comes Kuro looking for him, but the Feast comes in. Aiming on the backside. There's the stopwatch on Amada. He's looking for the knockup. He gets two people trying to get onto Depth here. He is almost going to take him out. Kuro looking to finish the job, and he does. But he does go down himself. Mowgli still on the chase. He's going to be able to get that Tom Kench. And now Smeb looks like he's all alone, and Aiming has hunted down UCal as well. Should be the 4 kills going over to Afrika. Only Score surviving with the Baron.
Somehow lived. Maybe the game just ends because there's another 25 seconds. Other people came up. You can see the recalls coming in. The Yasuo teleports in. Keen just uses his ult to try to slow down the Baron. It's not actually to set up a last breath. The Baron goes down. The fish picked up by Smeb. And from here, it's hunting season. There's no way to fully disengage for the team of KT, and specifically Aiming, getting his own knock-up onto Deft and Mada meant that the cleanup was going to be 4 members minimum.
Deft trying his hardest to get out of dodge there. He got away from the Yasuo, but ran straight into a Fizz. Even if he did not die to the Fizz, wouldn't be a bad idea. Mentioning what the Tom Kench can do. Look at this, and okay, they get the knock-up here on a Score. He's really tanky, but this Afrika team is so far ahead. Trying to take him down, he is going to flash away. It's taken so long to eventually take him out, but there he does go down. Binding is going to land on a Cho'Gath. Keen taking a little bit of damage himself, but they get the jungler away from KT. Where will Afrika turn from here?
Well, Baron spawns in 10 seconds. You see that Afrika is happy to take a frontliner, and they make it so that KT have no one to damage. Now they're trying again.
Oh, they get the binding there, and the Devour is down. They get the knock-up here onto Mana, but Smeb is all alone. Kuro, he just pushes them away. He does that burst to death and says, get out of the fight. Gonna take down Smeb and push everybody else away. And they're not done just yet. They want to get this catfish. Looks like they might be able to. There's the knockup. And they're looking for more. The flash on into Deft as well. He's going to get solo. UCal trying his best to carry this team by himself, but it's not looking too lucky for him, as Afrika going to win the fight in a big way.
And a fall back, they're going to take at least another inhibitor in the mid lane, you'd have to imagine, unless they actually have high priority elsewhere as Kuro.
They found him. There's the ace. Kuro doing big things on this fish, and now they're just pushing on in. The death timer's way too long right now. You still got 50 seconds on Zoe, 40 on Ezreal. You really have no DPS. It looks like Afrika gonna go for the win.
So instead he wins the race, say the Afrika Freaks score trying to proxy the minions, but it's not gonna be enough. This should be game one easily for the Afrika Freaks.
There you have it, gonna take down that second Nexus turret. Afrika, in a big way, gonna take down KT Rolster in game number 1.
Sometimes your draft expectations come true, and not necessarily in the sort of explosive way some might have hoped, but Afrika saw that the end of the tunnel was bright for them. They knew eventually they would be able to outmatch the Siege Comp. The Siege Comp can do turret damage, it can poke if the enemy can't engage, but by the end, Afrika could engage on any one member, and Zoe and Ezreal together could not DPS out a Gragas. Gragas could be a solo frontliner, Fizz could just rush in and disengage and zone away 2 threats. And that meant that all the threats of Afrika, especially the Yasuo, are free hitting onto first score, then Smeb, and ending the game for Afrika Freaks. KT Rolster could not afford to allow Afrika to just scale up, but they couldn't get a big enough lead. They couldn't get the turrets early enough. And by the end, Afrika Freaks, it may have taken a long time, but there was only one team in the race after 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. Gragas definitely seems like this kind of pick that's slowly climbing up the ranks of the perceived pick ban list, but here we go.
Score walks up and tries to zone, but the problem is, consider what his DPS can do when Kuro's threatening, when Keen is unkillable. 2 people, Aiming and Mowgli, both of them carries, can take down the Trundle with no problem, and whoever KT can hit, at some points it's no one, at some points it's Gragas. They try to exhaust the enemy Fizz, but he jumps away. They never have target access unless Afrika decide they're all committing, and that's the problem the KT draft in team fights.
Yeah, and when Afrika get ahead and the team fight is going in their direction, you force the Devour from the Tomkins, you have the wind wall down, the Zoe and the Ezreal aren't doing much. It's just, it looks so one-sided for Afrika. Had to go in their way first to make the team fights go this way, but they made it happen, and they did win the game in that way.
Have draw switch.